Guys. So, give me a drink of water. Something interesting just happened. Okay. Last night. So the other night I was thinking about how we can treat logical conclusions the same as illogical conclusions. You know, like the unseen spiritual or psychological versus the physically logical. And then I got like a little sprinkle of rain confirmation from God. And so I wrote, I want to do this. I wrote down the next night after I took a shower, I was thinking about how Daddy used to say, you know, if you hold in your sneeze like without blowing outward, it'll blow your brains out. I wrote down, I was thinking about it. Sneezing without blowing out will blow your brains out. There are two possibilities, two options here, logical or illogical. 1. Sneezing like this really will hurt your brain. 2. You will be okay. Truly okay. You know, not like I'm okay, like actually okay. Where one is driven by fear. Which one is driven by fear and which one do you actually believe? You can pick. It's okay. If you really believe that's going to happen, that's fine. If you look this up and it says something you don't want to hear, are you avoiding that unknown? Or does that unknown even need your attention? You know, do you need to be afraid of the potential of this happening? Is this something you actually need to fear? What if, because I'm thinking these things, a video shows up on YouTube that points to the exact idea I fear? Will I take it as a sign that I need to fake it, or to face it, or a sign to set a personal boundary? And you're not going to believe this. This is not a coincidence. There's no way. Because I kid you not, I have never seen anyone talk about this on YouTube in my entire life. But today, just now, I'm going to hold up a mirror to the screen and I hope you can see it. So, yeah, there's a short that came up that says modern action TV and films have conditioned people to think the human body is much more durable than it actually is. And someone commented this. Okay, let me see if I hope you can see that. As a medical student, I can say the human body is either the toughest thing you will ever know, surviving unbelievable events and traumas, but it's also surprisingly delicate. I've seen patients surviving shots to the head, but I've also seen patients dying from a sneeze. Since a lot of people are asking, it's not the sneeze itself that has killed that patient. It's the fact that the patient was already a very old dude, almost 100 years old. He already had suffered 2 major brain strokes previously, and his intracranial pressure was higher than normal constantly. But one day, for whatever the reason it was, he decided to hold a sneeze instead of just sneezing normally, and the sudden pressure of the bottlenecked sneeze caused his already weak brain arteries and already elevated intracranial pressure to basically rip open his brain arteries once again, which this time led him to having a final brain stroke. And no, I never said I'm already a doctor. I'm a medical student and I still have 3 more years to go. So apparently this old man did die from a sneeze. You know, and you can see the short. What I'm looking at is not the title of a short. It's a comment on a short that I just happened to come across. So if you think manifestation isn't real, explain that.